Today's students will be working in the kitchens of the future, so the caterer held a roundtable with Rational at Westminster Kingsway College in London to discover what digital and intelligent equipment they and operators BM and Sodexo would like to see. What are the business benefits of using intuitive, intelligent and digital equipment? Sean Burleson, a lot of the food industry is driven by people who haven't been trained or by multi-skilled assistants. They put something in an oven and then select a program to cook it. The digitalization allows for standardization, where a chef's ideas go into a process that can be replicated over and over, making the kitchen more efficient. It can also adapt processes to accommodate factors such as high energy costs, sustainability, times of high demand, or issue prompts. When I was a chef, I wrote my methodologies in a book. Having the technology there is the next generation of that. You could reduce labor with multi-use equipment, which may eventually save you money, but the initial costs may be difficult. Technology is expensive, and we've just come out of a lockdown. The students here do specific things in specific ovens. They don't need to know all the bells and whistles. The oven is set for what they're doing. When you have 5 or 6 chefs knocking out 80 covers at high volume, you have to compromise on oven settings. That's an example of a disadvantage. Kitchens are getting smaller to accommodate more covers. Multifunctionality is required due to limited space and to deliver a broad menu. Digital control elements should also offset wastage, and touchscreen features make equipment easier to use and make a kitchen a safer environment. For orders, front of house printers make it easier to read an order, although there might still be a user error. So what are the limits of the digital kitchens? Technology can save a lot of time, but you have to be able to use it correctly. I see a lot of technology advertised at the moment, like a toaster that shows you pictures of how the toast will look. It's getting beyond a joke for simple things like that. The technology in the kitchen is a natural progression, like the mobile phone. There will be things that fall by the wayside with over digitalization, but there will be elements that will stick. And they think that there's a lot of digital equipment that is not used to be for the purpose of capacity. You can't just have a smart kitchen. You have to have a backup if something goes wrong, and you have an hour to go until service happens. What are the benefits of connected digital kitchen equipment? Energy optimization and efficiency is a big issue. Connectivity gives data to understand power demands and helps in work towards carbon targets. You can look at information for each oven to allow the optimization of a piece of equipment. That's a powerful way to improve the efficiency of a kitchen, and you can see the asset management of your equipment. Most equipment will give data if it's left on in downtime. Some will give hazard analysis and critical control point data. We can share menus, recipes and ideas across units. So what is the approach to servicing and maintaining equipment in the kitchen? We have a lot of service contracts to minimize occasions when equipment goes wrong. We take the approach you would do for a car. Different factors cause problems with equipment, such as surges of power, but often it is misuse. Staff leave the ovens on and burn seals out, or people are heavy-handed or drop things. There is poor cleaning, which is a significant issue, maybe through lack of staff training. You need to treat equipment like it's your own. In a chain I worked in at the past, we put stickers on the equipment with its price, such as £20,000 for an oven, so that people knew the worth of the equipment they were working on. As students, we have 7 to 10 KitchenAids in the pastry kitchen, and they are worth £500 to £1,000 each. Some of us realise you need to respect your equipment and wipe it down afterwards, but others don't. The college had a budget for equipment, but not for servicing and maintenance in the past. This year we are trying to fit in a 3-year servicing plan. I think this is an issue across the industry. You might be using kit that has not been well maintained, and asset management and preventative maintenance will give a return on your investment. A lot of customers value the self-cleaning feature on our Pro and Classic iCombi ranges. Self-cleaning was not a part of the Classic range originally, but people were asking for it. It's a big benefit to put your equipment on and at the end of the shift and have it clean itself. What do you think the commercial kitchen will be like in 10 years time? You won't have as many humans in the kitchen in the future. Kitchens will be very automated, with simple things such as cooking rice being done automatically. A chef's place will be to be creative and plate up fine dining. A robot can't take some jobs away. With chocolate, for example, you still need human skill to do the delicate creative side. Chefs didn't come into the industry to do a stock take. I see the equipment of the future bringing the chef up to focus on their skills. The day-to-day elements can be automated. We're going to see kitchens becoming smaller with more multifunctional equipment and on the back of drives to reduce energy and improve sustainability. Chefs can concentrate on the creative side with the equipment working away in the background. It will have to be a balance. If you're eating at a restaurant and you see machines being used, it's not the same experience. And if the chef isn't doing what they love, they won't be happy. Getting hands-on, making the dough and so on is the fun part. Demand and convenience is driving the market, and for that you need automation. When you want a nice meal, you can go to the creative restaurants. Just look at the apps. helps to see the direction we are heading. People can access food at their fingertips wherever and whenever. To be a successful business, you have to go with the majority, follow the data. I think we are going to see a new recyclable fuels coming in. There'll be changes in the way we cook. People want standardization and customization, such as vegan options. But we have to tackle sustainability issues too. How is an Uber Eats order of one bag of food, one person sustainable? We're going to see different pressures from government in what we can serve. Energy optimization is a big issue, connecting data from the kitchen to carbon reduction targets. My biggest fear is that technology takes the skills base away, leaving chefs who don't know the basics. Today's commie chef who loses his skill to technology is going to be a head chef one day. What are the staffing challenges of the future? Having an environment where you want to work with help the industry with staff retention and sustainability. You haven't always seen that in the kitchens. As an employee, you want the fun part of work, the friendship. If kitchens are not enjoyable to work in, you're more likely to leave the industry. Maybe a business can't pay more, but working practices can make staff want to stay. Technology helps in this aspect. Not having to clean the oven before you get to go home makes it easier. And investing in training and people will stay. We should all be treated equally regardless of gender, and everyone should be given flexibility. Skills levels are going to change drastically. The new T levels coming up don't gear young people to stay in the industry. How do you train chefs in a working kitchen? We've moved a lot of training online. On the culinary side, we do 3 or 4 masterclasses a month with handouts and follow-ups. I base training on getting involved. We train on equipment too, and suppliers will come in. There is a challenge of consistency across multiple sites. There is an opportunity to use technology, maybe through training videos that sit behind a digitized recipe book in the kitchen. The churn in kitchens is the biggest challenge. If a rival is offering 50 pence an hour more, everybody's out. We have to invest in people to make them want to stay. Let them see a career progression. Chefs are very hands-on. I was given a manual at work, but you only learn what you need to know. Don't overload someone with information. In the kitchen, demos are the best way to learn. A lot of people can't process all information in one go. On the job is the best way to learn using common sense. We do a lot of training working with companies. I see the Rational kit as an integral part of the kitchen of the future. At the moment, people don't always go into its intelligence. We are doing more videos on the back of our training, a catalogue for a business to refer to. Technology lets you do so much more, but you need to be able to tailor it to the challenges in your kitchen. And about Rational as it is. Rational was founded in 1973 with the mission to provide customers with the best tool for cooking and reduce challenges with a commercial kitchen operation. It is the leading provider of food preparation equipment with just 2 cooking systems, the iCombi Pro, Combi Steamer, and the iVario multifunctional cooking system. A professional kitchen can pair everything that a modern menu demands. By combining both Rational appliances, 95% of all conventional cooking appliances can be achieved, at the same time achieving space savings of up to 40%. Rational's connected cooking technology connects the cooking systems to the internet, giving chefs the ability to monitor and control their Rational remotely. They can change recipe programs, monitor cooking processes, and download free software. Rational is supported by a national network of dealers and accredited service partners that deliver the highest possible standards of service. The